he doesn't even know what he's saying is like fruity. You know what I'm saying? Like, he said something fabulous and he goes, yo, but me and you, we ain't party. Like, we need to party. What is he talking about? That's the kind of stuff that when people say that to me, I get a little uncomfortable. I get uncomfortable. Like he said something to me one time, a long time ago, at Chris Lighty's wedding. He told me he'd take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say?
So we coming to you live. Diddy late nights. Anything can happen. I'm just vibing. It's so wild. You gotta keep it.
Girl, 50 Cent has been out here trolling the hell out of Diddy since he first got sued by Cassie, but he decided to take things up a notch when Diddy got arrested recently. And baby, 50 is not holding back. Apart from Diddy's actual victims, 50 just might be the most excited person to hear about Diddy's downfall because he been telling us how weird Diddy was for ages. Y'all just thought he was hating for no reason. But right now, getting trolled by 50 Cent might be the least of Diddy's worries because his bail just got denied again, and it looks like he might be in prison till he gets to trial. Baby, the court really told Diddy, you're not getting out, and don't ask again. Honey, the more this story unravels, the weirder it gets. So, let's get into it. So, 50 Cent has been making headlines for being Diddy's biggest nemesis ever since the SA allegations started rolling in. And you know what? You just have to stand a consistent hater. 50 has been ringing the bell about how Diddy is a freak and a weirdo for a long time, but everyone wanted to make jokes. Remember how 50 Cent talked about Diddy trying to take him shopping one time? Yeah, that was super weird. According to 50, he was not about to allow Diddy to take him shopping because he just knew the next thing Diddy would be asking him to do was bend over.
He's doing it, and I'm going. The nigga Puff was like, yeah, like first he was amping him to get stout. Then he was like, yo, so when we gonna get the chance to, to kick it? Like we could just hang out, nigga. We gotta kick it. This is Puff. Okay. He telling me we gotta kick it and shit. And he was like, yo, why don't we like go shopping or some shit? I mean, like I pay for it. And I was like, what the fuck this nigga just said? I got the fuck away from him because I was like, this nigga like this nigga just tell me he'd take me shopping.
50 even called Diddy fruity, blasting him for trying to get another man to party with him in private.
Now, Fifth, when you continuously call Puff gay, does that affect your relationships in Hollywood?
I don't call him gay. I said,
Let me read it, Fifth.
Oh my God.
Sorry I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow. Dinner Thieves in theaters January 19th.
That's why he says things. He doesn't even know what he's saying is like fruity. You know what I'm saying? Like, he said something fabulous and he goes, yo, but me and you, we ain't party. Like, we need to party. What is he talking about? That's the kind of stuff that when people say that to me, I get a little uncomfortable. I get uncomfortable. Like he said something to me one time, a long time ago, at Chris Lighty's wedding. He told me he'd take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You're gonna make me mess up the wedding.
Oh, that's a nice gesture.
Let me get out of it. No, dude, take me. That's what a guy says to a girl.
I guess 50 was right all along because it would turn out that Diddy really had everybody oiled up and ready to go in them freak-off parties. According to reports, the feds found over 1,000 bottles of lube and baby oil when they raided Diddy's houses. But that wasn't all. They also found ammunition, rifles, electronics, with thousands of hours of freak-off footage. Sources are now saying that Diddy recorded almost every single A-list celebrity in Hollywood at these freak-offs. But that's not all. Apparently, Diddy also recorded politicians, religious leaders, and athletes. Baby, the fallout from this Diddy case just might be the most disruptive thing ever to happen in Hollywood. It literally is going to change how the industry moves from here on out. But you know who doesn't care about any of this? Diddy's biggest op, 50 Cent. Not 5 minutes after he got taken into custody, and 50 is already laughing and trolling him. You can call 50 a hater, but you really gotta respect the work rate. 50 has kept his foot on Diddy's neck ever since the accusations started rolling in. He was one of the first people to troll Diddy after his homes got raided by the feds earlier this year. 50 hopped on Twitter and said, now it's not Diddy do it, it's Diddy done. They don't come like that unless they got a case. But he didn't stop there. 50 took things up a notch and dragged Diddy's bestie, Jay-Z, into the mix and posted a missing milk carton image of Jay-Z with the caption, anybody seen Jay? Puff said the ninja ain't answering his phone, LOL. It looks like 50 Cent is still hell-bent on making Diddy's life as miserable as possible because after the news of Diddy getting arrested went viral, he hopped online to troll him. 50 posted a picture of himself at the Drew Barrymore Barrymore show and added the caption, "Here I am keeping good company with the Drew Barrymore show and I don't have 1,000 bottles of lube at the house." But it gets even crazier because allegedly, 50 is trying to make a documentary about Diddy that will expose all of the dirty details about him, his freak-offs, and the celebrities that participated in them. He first announced his documentary in a post where he shared a poster for what looks like a Diddy docuseries titled "Diddy Do It?" and added the caption, "This is gonna break records when this drop. GLG, Green Light Gang, you know the vibes." He later came out and offered to buy the freak-off tapes from whoever had them, saying he would pay whatever amount they wanted for the recordings. In an Instagram post, 50 highlighted the section of Lil Rod's lawsuit that accused Diddy of filming celebrities and executives engaging in illegal activities. That highlighted section read, "Mr. Combs had hidden cameras in every room of his home, has recordings of several celebrities, artists, music label executives, and athletes engaging in illegal activity. These individuals were recorded without their consent. Mr. Combs possesses compromising footage of every person who has attended his freak-off parties and his house parties." 50 then added the caption, "This is gonna be so good. What do you want to bet? I'ma get these tapes. I'll pay top dollar for them." Just trying to imagine the amount of depravity that used to go down at those parties is giving me goosebumps. What's crazy is that Diddy never really tried to hide the fact that he was hosting these wild parties. Matter of fact, you could say he was proud of it. I mean, here he is explaining in detail how the parties go.
Okay, now, we need alcohols.
Right.
Alcohols.
Right. Not just one alcohol.
Alcohols.
Right, just
Plurals.
different blend. You need
Blends.
the ladies, you need the booze.
You need some water.
For watering plants?
No, I don't know if guys have noticed this, like, a lot of ladies drink water at parties. They
Right.
just, you know, so if you don't have what they need, they're gonna leave.
Right.
Gotta
right.
keep them there.
Right.
You need locks on the doors.
Okay, this is sounding kind of dangerous now.
It's a little kinky, but
Yeah.
rock with me, but just
Right.
check it out. You need a lot of heat. A lot
Heat.
of heat. Yeah.
Heat. You mean that physically the place has to be hot?
You don't have no air conditioning.
No air conditioning.
No.
Why is that?
Heat affects the alcohol, and it also affects, like, you know, everybody gets a little bit more comfortable and loose. Builds up a nice little sweat.
That just sounds disgusting. What are you doing?
Depends on the way you look at it.
Depends. Oh, people
Yeah.
start getting gets kind of sexy. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you sex.
And then there's this viral clip of him telling Ellen DeGeneres about how his birthday party would go down.
So tell me about your birthday party. Am I invited?
Yes. Yes, you're definitely invited. I invite you to all my parties. You just haven't seemed to show up.
No, well, is it on the East Coast?
Yes.
Well, that's why. Why don't you have one here on the West Coast? Because I work all the time.
Okay, well, maybe I have one at your house.
Where's that? Now, what time would your party start, let's say?
Like 9:30.
Really, that early?
Yeah.
I could make that.
Yeah.
But I could think of you of starting a party at like midnight. Like, what time will it go till?
That's a different type of party, though.
Uh-huh.
No, it'll go from like 9:30 to like maybe 3 o'clock, 2, 3 o'clock. And then, you know, we have the top 2 floors of the hotel.
And then it will carry on there.
Yeah. Then
Now, 50 might be throwing shots at Diddy relentlessly, but that might actually be the least of Diddy's worries right now. According to his reports, Diddy might never step out of jail again. Like, he really is there for good this time. So, in case you missed it, Diddy appeared in court and pleaded not guilty to all the charges brought against him. Not only that, but he also tried to get the judge to release him on bail ahead of his trial. As part of the bail package, Diddy offered to pay a $50 million bond and drop his passport and that of his younger kids, from Janice to Chance, to the twins, and even his new baby. Girl, what did the baby even do to deserve this? But that's not all. Diddy was so desperate to get released that he literally told the court to take away his phones, restrict his access to the internet, and police officers in front of his house to monitor who gets in and out. He even promised not to have any female guests at all. On top of that, he proposed that his 3 sons, Quincy, King, and Justin, act as signees on his bail. I mean, they did enjoy the freak-offs when the going was good, so I guess it's time they step up for their daddy. However, none of what Diddy was offered was enough for the court. The prosecutors claimed that Diddy was a flight risk, and the judge accepted it. Apparently, Diddy was caught trying to sell his LA house and his plane, probably to raise some quick, accessible cash so he could flee to some private island. The prosecutors were not about to allow Diddy to slip away from them after spending so many years building their case against him, though. According to them, Diddy has access to dozens of bank accounts, some personal and many under corporate entities, which contain millions of dollars. He also owns a private plane and multiple vehicles and assets that he can easily use to escape and lay low, so there's no way they were gonna let Diddy just get out. According to the prosecutors, Diddy is dangerous and poses an ongoing threat to the safety of the community. Y'all, life is really crazy because just a few months ago, Diddy was given the keys to the city, the same New York City where he's now considered a threat. I guess when your time is up, your time is up. The prosecutors added that Diddy has a long history of violent conduct and is a serial abuser who repeatedly assaults and coerces women to achieve his own sexual gratification. However, Diddy's legal team fired back, claiming he had been cooperative so far. They said he did his best to move to NYC before the arrest because he was already expecting it, so that should at least count for something, right? But it didn't. In fact, the court doesn't want him to get out of jail either through bail or by unaliving himself, so they placed him on suicide watch. According to an insider, the decision was made for preventative measure as Diddy is in shock and his mental state is unclear. In shock? Did this man really expect to continue running his freak-off ring without anything happening to him at some point? Diddy's lawyer is out here fighting like hell to get Diddy out of jail, though. He released a statement saying, "We are disappointed with the decision to pursue what we believe is an unjust prosecution of Mr. Combs by the U.S. Attorney's Office. Sean Diddy Combs is a music icon, self-made entrepreneur, loving family man, and proven philanthropist who has spent the last 30 years building an empire, adoring his children, and working to uplift the Black community. He is an imperfect person, but is not a criminal. To his credit, Mr. Combs has been nothing but cooperative with this investigation, and he voluntarily relocated to New York last week in anticipation of these charges. Please reserve your judgment until you have all the facts. These are the acts of an innocent man with nothing to hide, and he looks forward to clearing his name in court." Not the lawyer trying to gaslight the whole world into thinking Diddy as a cutie patootie. Now, one thing we can all agree on is that as long as 50 Cent is alive, there will always be a Diddy hater. Even if Diddy somehow gets out of this, 50 will make it his mission to expose him one way or another. And we're here for it because at this point, it's pretty clear everyone is done with Diddy. One person said, "Ain't enough baby oil in the world to help him slip out of this one." Another person said, "He's offering $50 million just for bail." That's how desperate he is to stay out of jail. Dude needs to face consequences for once in his life. But do y'all think there's a chance Diddy gets out of this one? And is 50 Cent really gonna try and get the freak off tapes? Sound off in the comment section below.